Shalom, 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 yasha'Allah. This is your boy, Brother Shamu Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called Soon Babylon Will Be Flushed Down the Toilet. Right, first and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Kohola Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Right, that's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and His only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. Right, in the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth at 100% doctrine in these last days to the four corners of the earth. Almighty Shalom. All right. Like I said, today's lesson is going to be called Soon Babylon Will Be Flushed Down the Toilet. And I don't know if you've seen, they had articles about, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, crapping his pants, right? And I came across this. This is from GMS. Get this work. Let me share it real quick, and we're gonna play this, and then we're gonna go over some scriptures. So, Lord, well, this is edifying. Okay, so let me share what we got. Let's see. Slovakia. Just want to make sure I got it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So let's play this, right? Let me see. The title is The Basis of Men, right? And I just want to play this, right? It says from GMS, Get This Work Too. Okay. Let's get into it.
It appears that the jackass has decided to defecate right here on stage. In spite of the millions of people watching, this elderly fool, the jackass fills his tighty-whities with Bidenomics. It seems the disgusting aroma has gotten into Dr. Jill's mouth. As the stench of Bidenomics pungent aroma, appearing to chew the fart until his eyes begin to water and he is forced to flee the scene, immune to the stench of Bidenomics. However, she takes a few steps backwards in an apparent attempt to safeguard Dr. Evil's lab coat from any splash. President Macaroni has endured the Bidenomics crop dusting event like a champion. However, he will most likely develop a severe case of pink eye in the coming days. A common workplace hazard of befriending a wrinkly chode, such as Joe.
Right. If you did hear it, you gotta check out the brother's website. GMS Get This Work Too, and it's called The Basis of Men, right? But I came of that during the D-Day ceremony, it appeared that he had crapped his pants, right? And I wanted to do a lesson on that. I just hadn't, Spirit hadn't been on me to kind of get it together. But it got me to get it now. So I want to go over it, right? So that's why I came with the lesson. It's called um, "Soon Babylon will be flushed down the toilet," right? You got your president over here, in front of millions probably of people watching, here crapping his pants. And so guess what? Soon this whole place is going to be flushed down the toilet. Okay. So I just want to get a couple of scriptures, Lord's will, this is edifying, right? So let's get into it. Okay. So the first one I want to get, of course, is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1, right? And we know this Babylon, right, or daughter of Babylon, this is, talking about um, America, right? So I want to get this. um, it says lament for Babylon, right? So Isaiah 47 and 1, it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground," right? Scriptures call them the basis of men. You sit all the way down. You're at the bottom. Okay. It says, "Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." Right? Nobody looks at Babylon the same way anymore. You know, everybody was, at that time was fooled about the American dream that they portrayed. But now people are seeing this place for what it truly is, right? And just like in that video, the stench of it is horrific and horrendous, and people see it and they smell it. Okay. It says, "Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers." It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen." Right? And Yahawashi has a sense of humor because you know, he'll manifest these things, right? Thy shame shall be seen, right? You see this man who's supposed to be, what do they call him? The leader of the free world, right? Sitting over here about to crapping in his pants, man. You know, crapping in his pants, literally. Okay. It says, thy shame shall be seen. It says, "I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man." Right? Because when Yahawashi returns, he's not going to meet them as a man. Right? He's not going to meet these people as a man. Okay? Let's go to the book of Job. Matter of fact, um, actually, that's in the book of Daniel. Let's see if I can get this real quick. Salakia. Just pull this up. If I can remember. Right? But this is Daniel 4. Right? So this is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth it up over the basis of men." Right? And that's what the brother had brought out. That's what I believe he had put in there. Right? He set up over it the basis of men. Okay? I want to get this real quick. Let's look up this word, basis. Right? Um, Set it up basis. All right. So this is H8215. 8215.
215.
Shafal.
Shafal.
Right? Shafal. When you
Shafal.
look at it, low, lowest, right? The lowest of men, right? That's who Esau, from the top banking families on down, they are the lowest of the low, right? The basis of men, okay? The basis of men, okay? Um, I'm gonna get this. Let's see. This is Job chapter 20. I'm gonna start at verse number 5. It says, start at verse 4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old? Since man was placed upon the earth, it says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment." Right? Shalom, shalom. Right? Shalom. I see the big eye can work. Shalom, shalom. There was my. Right? So it says, Salakia, verse 5, it says, "The triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, though his excellency mount up to the heavens forever like his own dung." The scriptures got something for everything. Your boy out here, you know, Sleepy Joe, crapping in his pants, the whole nine. Right? It says, "Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung." It says, "They which have seen him shall say, Where is he?" Right? Where is he? Let me see. Is that it? I think that's what I wanted. Yeah, Salaki, that's what I wanted. All right. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, right? Real quick, let's go to the book of Jeremiah. And we'll go to Jeremiah. Um, right, right. Now this was Israel, right? But we're gonna liken it unto today, right? With this man and with this place, right? It says, I'll do it. Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 22. It says, "Speak, thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Shai, even the carcass of men shall fall as dung upon the open field." It says, "And as the handful after the harvestmen, and none shall gather them." Right? Um, I wanna read this in the NLT. I had it in the NLT before, but I want to read it. See what it has. Salakia. Let's go to it. This is what Yahawah Shemel said. Yahawah Shemel Shai says, "Bodies will be scattered across the field like clumps of manure, like bundles of grain after the harvest, and no one will be left to bury them." Right? Because this place is going to be like the book Isaiah said, they're going to be brought down to the ground. They're going to be brought down very low, right, to where they belong, right, because they are the basis of men. They're the lowest of the low, right? Job said he wouldn't even have sit him next to his dog, right? That's how the basis of men these people are, right? And you have them ruling over us, right? And the man is literally at a function, you know, with probably hundreds of people there in the audience, and is over there crapping in himself, man, right? The leader of the free world, Sleepy Joe, right? But guess what? The bodies of this place are going to be scattered just as the dung, right? So it says bodies will be scattered across the fields like clumps of manure, like bundles of grain after the harvest, and no one will be left to bury them, right? Because everything over here is going to be completely and utterly destroyed. Okay, let's get this in Zephaniah, right? Salakia. Take a little minute. And I am going to start at verse 14, right? This is Zephaniah. So like Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 14, it says, the great day of Yahawah Shai is near. It is near and haste greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahawah Shai, the mighty men shall cry bitterly, right? They're going to be crying bitterly, right? When they see that, because there's nothing that they can do, right? If you if you watch the what is that, Fallout, with the thumbs up, right? They're going to see, right? There's no point of running, right? Because everywhere they look, they're going to be seeing these nukes drop, right? Until this place is turned into the lake of fire. Okay. It says, even the voice of the day of Yahawah Shai, the mighty men shall cry bitterly. It says that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, right? And you got your boy Sleepy Joe out here wasting his own self. Okay. It says a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. Right? It says, I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahawah Shai, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, right? And their flesh as the dung. Okay. The Lord loves to manifest and foreshadow things, and this is how this place is going to be, right? It's just going to be like the dung, right? Men's blood is going to be poured out as dust, okay? Because when these nuclear weapons hit, if you've seen Terminator 2, this stuff is gonna melt people's flesh off their bodies, like the Zechariah 14 and 12 says, right? And then utterly it's gonna not only melt the flesh, but then it's gonna consume the bones and it's gonna turn this stuff into dust. Right. Then you have Yahawashi and the chariots who are gonna be zapping with their laser beams, turning people into literal dust and smoke, right? When you read what is that? Second Ezra 13, I believe. Okay. It says, here we go. Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 18, it says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahawah Shai's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by fire of his jealousy, and he shall make even a speedy riddance of them that dwell in the land, right? Because the book of Revelation 18 says, for within 1 hour, this place is going to be made desolate, right? How many people do you think will be crapping in their pants at that point, right? When they know they can't, you're nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, right? And you were living, like the scriptures say in Revelation, you were living deliciously, right? Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Salaki, let's get this in the KJV. Revelation 18. Let's get that real quick. Where is it? Deliciously. Here we go. This is I'll start at verse 5, right? This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the heavenly Father hath remembered her iniquities, right? This is talking about Babylon, right? It says, reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double, right? How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much more torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, right? When you look up the word queen, it means a whore, right? And it says, and I am no widow and shall see no sorrow. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning, famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahawashi, the power which judgeth her. Okay. And when you read it, let's see. Here we go. Revelation 18:10, it says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. In 1 hour. He said he was going to make a speedy riddance, right? In 1 hour, this place is going to be made desolate, right? There's nowhere that you're going to be able to run, right? When the day of Yahawashi comes, Babylon's going to be completely a wasteland, right? And people are going to be wasting their own selves, right? They're going to be soiling themselves just like Sleepy Joe, man, right? You think that's a coinkydink? Guess what? This is what's going to be happening, right? This is what's going to be happening here in Babylon for the fear, right? For the fear of what's gonna come, okay? Because these other nations, the Lord is going to put it upon their spirit, starting with Russia, right? Gog, the land of Magog, right? They're going to be shooting those ICBM missiles over here. China, Iran, right? They're going to be shooting, Korea, was it North Korea, South Korea, one of those? They're going to be shooting those ICBM missiles over here, and they're going to aim. They're going to shoot their bows, like the scriptures tell you, right? And none shall miss its mark, and they're not going to spare any arrow. They're going to make sure that this place is utterly destroyed, right? That's what Zephaniah was saying at the end. It says, Zephaniah 1:18, it says at the bottom, I'll just read it again, right? So it says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahawashi wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by fire of his jealousy. It says, for he shall make a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land, right? And that's including some of you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Some of you Israelites, who look like these other nations. Here in Babylon, 2/3 of you are going to have to pay the price, right? You're gonna feel the same wrath as your oppressor, right? Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, right? Let's go to let's go back to the book of Jeremiah, right? Let's see. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 29, it says, and the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of Yahawashi shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitant. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forbore to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. They became as women, right? They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken, right? This is how it's going to be, right? When those ICBM missiles come, right, and when Yahawashi and the chariots come, right, these mighty men, these warriors, right, these soldiers, right here in Babylon, and they're going to be like women. They're going to be like women in those days, okay? And like I said, they're probably going to be pissing and crapping in their own pants, at that time, at that point, right? The scriptures in Second Ezra, it tells you, they're going to be so afraid. Yes, yet they're going to try to fight, right? When Yahawashi goes up against the other nations, after this place is destroyed, okay? But the men of Babylon, they're going to be like women, trembling, right? It's going to be much more than crapping in their pants, right? For fear, right? Men's knees giving out, hearts failing, okay? Hearts failing because Yahawashi is coming back, and he's coming back for vengeance, okay? This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 24. Fear and for the looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken, right? When those ICBM missiles hit, boom, all hell breaks loose, and you have Yahawashi, coming from the sky, right, in a chariot, right, or what you call a so-called UFO. When he comes back with his vengeance, people are going to be going to be dropping dead, man, for the fear. Okay, for the fear, they're gonna literally be dropping dead, right? It says, and then they shall see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory, right? He's coming in a huge space trip, right? Like second Ezra. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that. Let's get that. Here we go. Let me start at verse 3. This is second Ezra chapter 13 and verse 3, and it says, now beheld and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, right? And that man is talking about Yahawashi, right? It says, and when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him, right? The scriptures tell you that men's hearts shall be failing for the things, and when they see, the destruction upon this earth, and they see Yahawashi coming. It says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there were gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Right? And it says, and I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Right? So when Ezra saw this so-called UFO, he said it looked like a mountain. Right? It was so huge. It says, but I would have seen the region or place where the hill was graven, and I could not. Right? He was looking on the earth to see where he had carved out this great mountain, and he couldn't see it. Right? This thing was huge, humongous. Right? You can imagine, the fear that's going to be on people when Yahawashi returns in this huge so-called UFO, right, or a spacecraft, which are the chariots of the Lord, right, what they call the clouds, right, coming in the clouds, a chariot of fire, right. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, right. They're gonna be like women. They were sore afraid, and yet there's fight. Why? Because Yahawashi is going to put it upon their spirit to, even though they're scared, they're gonna try to fight against them, right? It says, and lo, I saw the violence of the multitude that came, and he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword or any instrument of war, but I only saw that he sent out of his mouth as if it were a blast of fire, right? And out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue were cast sparks and tempests, right? Like laser beams. It says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and they fell with violence upon the multitude which prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was sore afraid, right? I was sore afraid, right? It's talking about the dust. Where was that? Here we go. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 17, it says, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung, right? And go back to second Ezra. It says, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid, right? Ezra was afraid when he saw, the coming of Yahawah Shai, right? And what he did to the multitude that try to fight against him, right? Because this is going to be all in the time of World War III, right? When those nukes fly and everything, and they're going to be fighting each other, and all of a sudden they're going to see Yahawashi coming, and they're going to be trying to fight against him, and he's just going to utterly destroy them, right? The one hitter quitter, no playing with him. Okay, let's get this. Soon, very soon, Babylon will be flushed down the toilet, man. They'll be forgotten about, right? Let's see. Let's go to Isaiah 42 and let's go to verse 12. It says, "Let them give glory unto Yahawah and declare his praise in the islands. Yahawah shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies." Right? It says, "I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains and hills and dry up all the herbs, and I will make rivers islands, and I will dry up the pools." Okay? How Bahasham coming? He's coming to, utterly destroy, but he's also coming to save. He's coming to save those of the elect, right? It says, "And I will bring the blind by the way that they knew not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them and not forsake them," right? Because the Lord is coming to get his bride, right? And his bride are the elect, okay? His bride are the elect, and he's coming to gather his bride and bring them into the chambers, which is inside that chariot, which is inside that so-called UFO, right? He's coming to gather them and bring them out of that said danger as he goes and destroys and utterly destroys Babylon and destroys these other nations, and takes over this this rightly kingdom, right? This whole earth, to be King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Okay. What is this? 7. It says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds," right? We know that it's not talking about clouds, it's talking about the UFO, right? The so-called UFO, or what the scriptures call the chariots, right? Which are spacecrafts, if you have understanding, right? It says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him," right? "And they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Aman," right? People are gonna be wailing, crapping their like Sleepy Joe. They're gonna be crapping their pants, right? They're gonna be, hearts failing, knees buckling, right? Whole lot of people gonna be trying to off themselves, right? When they see Yahawah come, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a hell of a scene, man. This is gonna be a hell of a scene, and Lord's will, we're part of that number that will be able to watch, the destruction, of this place, and see this place get totally flushed down the toilet, man. Call like Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay, Bahasham or Qadash. I want to get this one, and I'll probably do 2 and 10. I brought this out yesterday. It says that at the name of Yahawashi, every knee should bow, of the things in heaven and the things in earth and the things under the earth, right? And that every tongue should confess that Yahawashi Hamashiach is Lord, to the glory of the Most High Power and the Father, right? Whose name is Yahawah. Okay, so this is coming soon, right? This is coming soon, right? The scriptures tell you that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? His kingdom is going to be, Jacob's kingdom is going to be ruled forever, right? Under the authority of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? and King David on down. Okay. So this is a beautiful thing, right? You got the foreshadowing, man. You got this, like I say, the leader of the free world over here crapping his pants on D-Day. You know what I mean? And much more. Guess what? Soon Babylon is going to be flushed down the toilet, just like that. Okay. So, the Lord's will, this was edifying, right? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Mighty Shalom, right? To the elect, to the 144,000 men, right? And to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused. Keep praying for one another. Stay diligent, okay? Stay diligent in this walk and keep enduring until the end. And Lord's will be accounted worthy to be part of that number that'll be able to stand before the Son of Man, right? Yahawashi, right? In those days and see the destruction of your enemy and see Babylon be flushed down the toilet, right? And with that, I want to say shalom.